Now, many people enter into marriage without paying attention to the purpose for marriage. They lack knowledge. And marriage is not a joke. It's not for children. It's not for boys and girls, for men and women. So when you read Hosea 4:6, it says that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. So a lot of people are entering into marriage. Yes, churches do hold counseling sessions for them, but most of the time, they're not even listening to what they're being taught. They're in a hurry to just get married.
Some of them too, you want to say that the person who's entering into marriage is not prepared. The person just enter into marriage on the spur of influence from their peers. That these days people just get into marriage because they think that their colleagues are also into marriage. And when you go into a marriage without proper preparation, it puts a lot of pressure on the couple.
Now there can be disagreements on money issues. Infidelity can come in as the issues snowball. Lack of communication skills. All are issues. The man and the woman are both not slow to speak or slow to anger and quick to listen as the Bible instructs us. All these become issues for them. Now, some people have problems with their upbringing. They were probably brought up by single parents, brought up in broken homes, brought up in slum environments. Now, all these factors play a role in our personality.
Some will marry for as long as over 20 years. And despite this longevity of period, they're able to break up. And when this thing happens, even if you marry for one day and you break up, the effect will still be there. So one of the effects, the immediate effect of marriage breakdown on spouses is what I termed as emotional trauma. The other party will go through a whole lot of stresses. In fact, some of them, those who are unfortunate, are unable to manage their stress. Some even lead them into madness and a whole lot of social vices. The marriage breakdown is something that has a far-reaching consequence not only on parents or the couples, but also on children. And sometimes even the confidence of children are affected. When a child sees the parent fight, eventually break up, it creates some impression on it has some psychological effect on he or she. And in his subconscious mind, he's already formed an impression about life.
So children become delinquent, people are angry, they are bitter, they can't bring out their best at work, they're not doing their best, they're not that productive.
And it affects his concentration. If the person is working, his level of productivity will obviously goes down. And in the long run, it affects the family, it affects the community, it affects society, affects the country, and affect the world at large.
And so society will become a very comfortable place and a productive place and a more interesting place to live in if marriages are holding together.
Before you enter into marriage, you have to ensure that you are gainfully employed, because marriage is not a room for experiments. It is room for action.
There should be more teachings on marriages in our churches, and the difference between males and females should be learned. Young people should be encouraged to learn about the differences so they can accept themselves and accept the opposite sex as well. In Titus 2, the Bible says that older men should bring up the younger men. Likewise, older women should bring up the younger women. It's a deliberate thing that we have to do. Why? Because the younger women must learn how to love their husbands and respect them. And the older men must teach the younger men also how to handle the women, how to treat them well.
Marriage should always be treated with a sanctity and as sacrosanct. It means that something that should be treated as sacred as it's supposed to be and never to back out at all. That means if you're going to it, you should prepare and know that you are entering into it with the right person.
And the last thing, I'll encourage all my people to always pray, because there's nothing that prayer cannot do. Pray for grace, pray for endurance, pray for wisdom, pray for your spouse. And I believe that as we do all these things, our marriages will hold together. Thank you.